For those who don't know that, what does Formpipe do?
Formpipe is a software company within the space of enterprise content management. Enterprise content management can very easily, the most simple way to describe it is that we bring order to digital information, like an ERP system, but for words. So making sure that your organization, whether it's a business or a government, acts on relevant information and the latest version of information and has no trouble finding the right information at the right time.
If we sum up the first half of the year, sales are in line with the same period last year, but recurring revenue is increasing. What is behind that increase?
Yeah, first of all, it's completely in line with our strategy to grow our recurring revenue, and that recurring revenue should be a greater part of our total revenue and a growing part of our total revenue. Also, this is pushed even harder through the transformation to software as a service sales. A greater and greater part of our sales is software as a service, which is 100% recurring revenue. And we have, over the last 2 years, gone from approximately 10 million Swedish a year in annual recurring revenue on SaaS sales to 40 million going out of 2018, and that continues to increase the first half of 19 as well. All in line with both our expectation and strategy, and it's also providing more security into our overall business. So, and helping improving our margins over time.
You expressed that your new organizational structure increased the potential for the private sector. How do you work with your new organizational structure that increased this opportunity?
Well, we come from a history of margins that we were not really proud of a few years ago, and has been focused on and improving our margins by increasing the recurring revenue, which provides us a much more stable platform and a more solid forecastable business. We now see that we have succeeded with that strategy, and we now open up for growing faster on the recurring revenue, and also as a company as it full. Meaning that we have allowed ourselves to see on synergies in terms of cross sales of our products, and by combining parts that were separate parts of the company working by themselves into one private sector business area, they are in a better position to collaborate, to help each other to realize the leads they have in the pipeline, and also to make combination sales of products that perhaps not only in the same business area but over the business areas as well. So collaboration and knowledge sharing and helping each other out in finding the deals and utilizing on the partner network we're having for more products than just one.
You expressed that you find it particularly gratifying that you have won a long-term archive contract with a company within banking and finance. Why is this extra gratifying?
Yeah, that's actually goes back to the previous question about the reorganization. This is the first evidence that the reorganization is successful, because it's not only a deal of a long-term archive, it's a Lasernet and long-term archive deal, i.e. a traditional private sector product with a public sector product bundled together and presented to the customer as a combination, and a one deal on that. So it's the first evidence of that the strategy is working.
And finally, how do you looking forward on the remaining part of 2019?
Yeah, I'll look forward to the remaining part of 19 and future years in a bright with a bright future in mind, and I see great potential. I mean, the reorganization is quite recently, and we're starting to see the effects of that with better collaboration around the group. But we also see, coming out from an election year in Sweden, which was last year, that normally the activity in the public sector is lower the quarters just after an election, and we now see evidence that there is an increased activity in the number of tenders coming out in the market, which should help us to have a as usual, a strong second half of the year.
Thank you very much.